Hey, welcome back to Things with Humans. We're here with Ped Watt. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Thanks for being on the show.
It's excited to be here.
All right. Tell us, why cars?
Why not cars? I mean,
Enough said.
they're metal art rolling down the street. They're a part of our daily life, but they're something we can be passionate and fall in love with at the same time. They transform lives. They define cultures. You follow the car, you follow the evolution of man in the modern century.
What was the very first car that you shot?
Probably a Porsche on a racetrack somewhere, if I had to guess. But I honestly do not remember. It's been 14 years. So
14 years.
So it's been a slow evolution through motorsports and then to static feature shoots like we're doing today.
So you started with motorsports then?
Motorsports was the first passion.
Okay, very cool. What is the most exciting shoot you've been on?
Besides this one.
Besides this one, of course.
Besides this one.
Of course.
So I had a dream shoot in 2015. I got to shoot the Lone Star Le Mans with the WEC. That was this out of this world. That's what made me fall in love with motorsports. You know, the endurance sports cars, the passion, the engineering, and the technicality and skill of the drivers is this amazing beyond belief. So every car, when you approach it, has its own design language, its own design narrative. So you spend some time with it and understand the history and the heritage that's in the design lines of the car. So like a Porsche, you know, that goes back to the 356 and all the way back into the early 30s when Porsche was experimenting before the Volkswagen was formed. And you try to understand what the core lines are. If you had to draw it with 3 lines, what would those 3 lines be? And then once you figure that out, you work the angles, the lights to bring that out and expose that design narrative. The way I approach most shoots, I would say 98% of my shoots, is in my mind I set it as if this is the shoot. This is going to be the shoot that gets me the job working for Porsche or Ferrari or as a commercial photographer. So I try not to hold back at all. So like this morning we shot an Audi downtown. We still ran 3 lights. We did a full setup. Even though it was just a quick 30-minute shoot, we went full on because you never know when it's going to be that shot that gets you the introduction, that gets you invited to Monterey Car Week or some other major event. This evening, we're going to shoot one of my clients, 911. He's done a wide body on it. So we're in studying it, we're really going to study a way to, we've thought of a way to really show off that design concept he came up with and built. So we're actually going to do a huge composite of multiple, we're using laser levels of multiple grid lines, and we're going to make a 3D wireframe essentially out of the car to build that up, and then we're going to strobe it to bring it back into reality, and then to use that to show the story of the journey of this car over the last year, really becoming this dream for this client.
So was photography or cars the passion first?
Cars, but I was broke and couldn't afford the cars, and digital photography at the time seemed cheaper. So
Okay. So you got right in. How did you manage to start landing gigs, taking pictures of cars?
So I started by going out to a local racetrack and shooting as a spectator, and then one of the local motocross tracks, their photographer just disappeared on them. So I got the call, come try this. I'd never been to a motocross race. I failed horribly, but they still thought they were good. And then I just grew from there and it's just been an obsession ever since. At my height, when I was shooting motorsports, I shoot 60, 70 events a year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So you've been around the track, huh?
Yeah, around the track.
Okay. All right. Last question for me. You ready?
Uh-huh.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Both.
Both.
Wow,
look at this guy.
Why would you limit yourself?
Look at this guy. Okay. All right.